Time now for the Morning Rush. We start with news happening today. The parents accused of prostituting their 7-year-old daughter are expected back in court, I should say. Today, a judge could decide whether James Stewart and Terry Sanchez will remain locked up until trial. A special agent said he believed the little girl was used for sex trafficking based on a relationship with someone called Uncle Chip. We'll let you know what happens later on in court.
A district court judge could soon decide if a man accused of beating his girlfriend over laundry will stay behind bars for now. According to a criminal complaint, police say a woman was doing laundry when she asked her boyfriend, 37-year-old Christopher Sanchez, for help. Police say he became upset and began choking her. They say he refused to let her out of the apartment. He faces charges, including false imprisonment. Kristen?
When it comes to today's sky conditions, we're going to see plenty of sunshine out there, and that's going to help warm temperatures above average for today. No storms expected this afternoon, but we'll keep an eye on the northeastern plains tomorrow for a few of those spotty to scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Crystal?
The U.S.'s new embassy is set to open any minute now in Jerusalem. Here's a live look of where the opening ceremony will take place of the move that's been in the works for months. In December, President Trump broke with decades of U.S. policy, decided to move the American embassy from Tel Aviv, recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. However, Palestinians also claim the city as their capital and have been protesting the embassy move for weeks now.
And with that, at least 16 protesters have been killed outside the Gaza-Israel border, where civil unrest continues ahead of the U.S. Embassy opening in Jerusalem. Gaza's health ministry says more than 500 people have been wounded by Israeli army fire. Now, Israel says the demonstrations are orchestrated by Hamas, the militant group that runs Gaza.
Happening now, Colorado Parks and Wildlife, they're searching for a bear that attacked and seriously wounded a 5-year-old girl in Grand Junction. Authorities say the girl was checking on noise that she thought was coming from her dog. They say the girl's mother heard screams, rushed outside to find a large black bear dragging her daughter. Authorities say the woman screamed, the bear dropped the girl. She's now recovering in the hospital.
Happening now, you can help out a kid battling cancer. 4-year-old Leo Ortega is a cancer patient up in Colorado. On Saturday, the Air Force and UNM baseball teams let Leo swing the bat. He knocked a ground ball, circled the bases, and came to a warm welcome at home base. Leo also threw out the ceremonial first pitch at Falcon Field. A GoFundMe account has been set up for Leo. As of this morning, it has raised nearly $47,000. To help, you can find a link at alwayson.krqe.com.
As you wake up this morning, a number of new openings now spewing lava. This all stems from the Kilauea volcano on the island of Hawaii. Residents also worried about a possible steam eruption that could be strong enough to send ash for miles. The national park around the crater is closed indefinitely. Kristen.
Today's Metro Threat Index is at a 0. No major weather concerns here in Albuquerque today. Looking at warm temperatures in the 80s, sunny skies and breezy conditions at times. Those winds about 10 to 20 miles per hour. David?
The Albuquerque Biopark is raising awareness about endangered species. According to the biopark, more than half of the world's species are estimated to be at risk of extinction by the end of the century. All week, visitors can learn about the programs at the biopark to help reverse that. Each day, the zoo will also highlight a different endangered animal, including the African painted dog, wattled crane, Komodo dragon, and Asian elephants, as well as the Malayan tigers.
On to news happening now. New approved funding will help the Laguna Pueblo rebuild its elementary school. The current school, serving about 220 students on the reservation, is worn down. On Friday, Senator Tom Udall announced that $26 million has been approved to rebuild the school. The Laguna Pueblo governor says the investment will benefit the community and its children for decades to come.
Today, a dedication ceremony is happening at Durango's Lake Nighthorse. This comes a day before the lake will be open daily. The idea to build the reservoir came up in the 60s, but construction didn't get underway until 2003. Tomorrow, hikers, non-motorized boats, and fishermen can explore the new recreational area. Kristen?
Time now for a check on traffic. Looking at the map, not seeing anything major out there. Both interstates looking pretty good at the hour, especially from Monday morning. We also have our news tracker out and about this morning, headed west on Paseo. A few cars here and there, but we're not hearing of any major traffic troubles at the hour. Of course, I'll keep tabs on that throughout the day.
On to new news this morning. A massive egg recall in place today after a salmonella outbreak scare. The eggs come from a single source. That's Rose Acre Farms in North Carolina. They're sold under brand names such as Great Value, Country Daybreak, Coburn Farms, and Crystal Farms. They were sold in grocery stores like Food Lion and at Walmart. At least 35 people are reporting becoming ill in several states.
New this morning, millions of Americans are planning to hit the road for the unofficial kickoff of summer. According to TripAdvisor, 32% of people plan to fly to their destination this year. That's an increase from last year, but the vast majority still plan to drive. The busiest travel day is Friday, May 25th, and most travelers plan to come back on Memorial Day. And again, that's coming up in just about a couple of weeks.
Happening this week, Main Event is wanting to help former Toys R Us employees impacted by the toy store's closing. Main Event is hosting a Find, Play, and Apply hiring event from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday. Former Toys R Us employees can visit the Albuquerque Main Event to apply and interview for a job. Toys R Us is closing its U.S. stores in the next few weeks after filing for bankruptcy.
And now to a story getting a lot of attention online this morning. A dog is likely recovering after being rescued over the weekend. Bernalillo County firefighters are posting this photo to Facebook showing them carrying the pup to safety. BCFD says it happened Saturday afternoon in the Tunnel Canyon area in the East Mountains. We're told that initially 2 hikers got lost, but when fire crews got to them, they learned their 14-year-old dog was exhausted and could no longer walk, all leading to the adorable rescue.
That's a big pup there.
Yeah, pretty big 14-year-old pup. Yeah.
All righty, time for the 5 facts.
At number 5, a young boy battling cancer is the new star athlete of the UNM Lobos team. Here's his story. 4-year-old Leo Ortega is a cancer patient up in Colorado. On Saturday, Air Force and UNM baseball teams let little Leo show off his skills. After swinging the bat, Leo hits a grounder, circles the bases, and then runs home to a warm welcome by his now fellow teammates from both sides at home base. This morning, Leo needs your help. A GoFundMe account has been set up in his name. You can find that at alwayson.krqe.com.
Go, Leo, run! You're almost there.
Very cute.
Oh, he's so cute. Number 4 now, incoming students at UNM will soon see a tuition increase next semester. This as the university approves a nearly $3 billion budget for the coming fiscal year. The budget covers the main campus, a health sciences center, and UNM's 4 branch campuses. Health sciences takes up a majority of that in the approved budget, according to the Journal. Students enrolling in the 2018 fall semester will pay 2.5% more across the board.
At number 3, warm temperatures today as we climb back to the mid-80s. It's sunny skies for now. The overall trend is temperatures climbing with winds decreasing. Lighter winds expected through midweek. As far as the overall forecast, no significant storm systems in that 7-day forecast.
At number 2, residents on Hawaii's Big Island are bracing for a possible steam eruption that would be explosive enough to hurl rocks and ash for miles. That includes 2 former New Mexicans having to leave. The potentially new eruption is expected to cause even more destruction to an area that's seen dozens of homes already destroyed. This morning, more people are out of their homes, and this is after weekend evacuations in areas where the ground is now splitting and releasing lava.
Oh, that looks so dangerous. So scary. Number 1 now, new details emerging about a whistleblower lawsuit filed by a former Rio Rancho officer. The suit claims APD's interim police chief is at the center of it all. Gary Wiseman was fired last July after 3 years as a deputy chief over, quote, performance issues. However, he believes the real reason is because he spoke up about what he claims was abuse of power within the department. Now, Wiseman's attorney says Rio Rancho's chief at the time of the complaints, Mike Geyer, is partly to blame for this. Wiseman attorney claims Rio Rancho's interim chief and manager viewed the former officer as not Geyer's guy. The city of Rio Rancho says it does not comment on pending lawsuits. If you want more details on this, go to alwayson.krqe.com.